Battle through the firmament. Great world. Chapter 425. Participants. Such a big tone. Xuan Qingyi was not angered by his words. Her eyes were like water as she took a deep look at Ma Huyang, the corner of her mouth lifting slightly. Since you arrived first, why don't you send someone up first? Xuan Qingyi smiled lightly. Her lips were red, her teeth white, and her bright, beautiful smile and alluring figure hinted at a future beauty capable of causing chaos in empires and among the people. Everyone knows that whichever side fights first holds the advantage. Neither of us will send someone first. How about we both carve the name of our fighter onto a stone at the same time and reveal them together, with the two lords here as witnesses? Ma Huyang saw right through Xuan Qingyi's thoughts. He let out a cold laugh and spoke after a moment's hesitation. The giant bear and the snow-white tiger-shaped heavenly beast naturally had no objections. They laughed and agreed. Xuan Qingyi's eyes lit up. She knew she wouldn't be able to trick Ma Huyang again. She nodded lightly and turned to discuss quietly with the other four. While the 5 from Glaze Academy were conferring, Xiaoyan and the others all looked to Ma Huyang. As the leader of the academy, he naturally had to take charge in this matter. Xiaoyan, do you not plan to use the battle command? Ma Huyang was silent for a moment before looking at Xiaoyan. He remembered clearly the scene when Xiaoyan had stopped Wu Shaoqi. The battle command isn't easy to obtain. It must be used where it most benefits the academy. Facing Glaze Academy now hasn't reached the point where we need to use it. Xiaoyan nodded and shared his thoughts in a low voice. Moreover, the two strategies Senior Mu proposed earlier have surely been considered by Glaze Academy as well. Whether it's preserving our strongest combat power or relying on luck to boost strength, both carry significant disadvantages. After a pause, Xiaoyan's eyes gleamed with intensity. We are hesitating on this point. The other side must be hesitating too. Frankly, deciding how to deploy our team members is also a battle of psychology. What exactly are you trying to say? Zhu Tianhou frowned. Xiaoyan had been talking for a while without getting to the point. Ma Huyang, standing to the side, remained silent, his eyes fixed intently on Xiaoyan. This is our first time fighting in this arena. The outcome of the first match will definitely affect morale. Senior Mu, if you were Xuan Qingyi, who would you send to fight this first match? Xiaoyan suddenly looked at Ma Huyang and asked in a low voice. I would arrange for the student whose strength is second only to mine in the team. Ma Huyang frowned, hesitating for a moment as he considered Xiaoyan's question. This was the first match. Ideally, he would eliminate one of the opponent's key players. Yes, sending someone strong increases the chance of winning, but it also means we temporarily lose a significant portion of our combat strength. If we meet again later in the competition, we could suffer greatly. But if we send someone weaker, we permanently lose a helper, which would hugely impact the final battle at the mountain peak. Wu Shaoqi's eyes lit up as she suddenly understood. Both methods are very risky. The most common approach is what you said before, a battle between fighters of similar strength. Lin Dao pursed his lips, finally grasping the situation. That's right. However, if I were Xuan Qingyi, I would probably send someone of middling strength. Xiaoyan smiled faintly and said in a deep voice. You mean? Ma Huyang paused, seeming to understand. In the first match, no one is sure of the outcome. At a time like this, you need a scout, and the middle-ranked member is the best choice. If we win, all the better. If we lose, the impact wouldn't be too great. So, Ma Huyang's eyes sparkled. He had already grasped what Xiaoyan implied. So, since they are willing to play along, we'll learn from them. We don't know what we'll encounter next. Therefore, we should also send someone of middling strength. As he spoke, Xiaoyan had already given his opinion. Let me do it. As soon as he finished speaking, Lin Dao suddenly spoke up, volunteering. No, Yunlo Academy is the weakest among the 4 courtyards. If we encounter Star Sky Academy, Senior Mu will surely have to step in. If both of you are gone, do we even need to continue the competition? Xiaoyan's expression was solemn as he rejected the offer. Xiaoyan is right. You still can't make a move. Ma Huyang shook his head and refused. Every decision had to be made carefully. A single misstep could mean losing everything. Hearing this, Lin Dao's brows furrowed in struggle, but he said nothing more. Why don't I do it? Just as Wu Shaoqi was about to speak, Zhu Tianhou suddenly smiled and looked at the group. In terms of pure strength, I'm probably the weakest. But with the ability of the sacred spirit fire body, it's also impossible for the other side to win easily. Ma Huyang frowned when he saw this. His original intention was to have Wu Shaoqi stay. Now that Zhu Tianhou had volunteered, he wasn't sure what to say. I think it's possible. Xiaoyan suddenly smiled and supported Zhu Tianhou's request. He was very clear about the latter's strength. If Zhu Tianhou went all out, even he would feel a sense of trepidation. Senior Wu, your control over the green flame isn't very proficient yet. Take the time to practice more and try to master it before the mountain peak. This will be beneficial for the final battle. Whether you win or lose this match, you won't be able to continue practicing afterward. Seeing Wu Shaoqi's bitter expression, Xiaoyan said in a deep voice. She could be considered a trump card and shouldn't be wasted lightly. All right. Hearing this, the dissatisfaction on Wu Shaoqi's face faded. It was true that her control over the green fiery flame was not yet mature and required more training. Have you chosen yet? A group of big men, what a waste of time. While they were discussing, Xuan Qingyi's voice suddenly came from afar, interrupting them. All right, it's you. After listening to Xiaoyan's analysis, Ma Huyang nodded in tacit agreement. He had no better idea. Do your best. Xiaoyan looked at Zhu Tianhou, his eyes full of encouragement. I won't be eliminated. At the very least, I don't need to see you being defeated by others. Zhu Tianhou smiled, but his eyes were filled with seriousness. The candidate has been decided. Ma Huyang also turned around. He bent down, picked up a piece of rock, and let his origin key flow through his finger. His fingertip was like a sword, instantly carving Zhu Tianhou's name onto the rock. On the other side, Xuan Qingyi's pretty face was solemn. She gently held a piece of rock and also engraved the name of the student who would fight. The two acted simultaneously. The rocks were thrown out like lightning and exchanged hands. Su Yuhan, Zhu Tianhou. Two names sounded out across the arena at the same time. In the next moment, a girl in purple flew out from the Glaze Academy team and instantly stood on the arena. On the arena, the girl's appearance was extremely beautiful. Her name was Su Yuhan. She was a student at Glaze Academy whose strength was second only to Xuan Qingyi and Chen Lu. The force behind her was also considered a colossus in the star domain. Although it couldn't compare to the four great families, it was on par with the Xuandu mountain that Xuan Qingyi belonged to. Su Yuhan was dressed in a purple dress. Her long hair was coiled up, and she had a beauty mark at the corner of her mouth. Her red lips were gently shut, giving her an extremely flirtatious appearance. Zhu Tianhou's figure moved, flying up and landing on the arena. He looked at Su Yuhan with an expressionless face. Seeing Zhu Tianhou come up, Su Yuhan smiled lightly, a move that was extremely captivating. Little big brother, I await your guidance. As she spoke, she already assumed a battle stance. I don't deserve it. Zhu Tianhou gave a slight nod, but his eyes were incomparably solemn. The beautiful lady before him actually gave him an inexplicable sense of pressure. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.